West Monroe has received $1.38 million from the Delta Regional Authority to improve infrastructure. Jason Gregory spoke to Senator Bill Cassidy about how that's going to help. Jason?
Jennifer, Senator Cassidy said this money was made possible through the bipartisan infrastructure bill. Senator Cassidy says he is excited for this bill to improve not just West Monroe, but the region as a whole.
I want West Monroe and Monroe to do well, not only for them, but for all of Northeast Louisiana. And one of my goals is to work with both Mayor Mitchell, Mayor Ellis, and you got some great mayors along the I-20 corridor, and how do we bring more prosperity to Northeast and North Louisiana? And the infrastructure bill and the money going to the Delta Regional Authority are part of that.
Senator Cassidy said the infrastructure bill will also expand internet connectivity throughout Louisiana, including to 35,000 small businesses.